checking on Dana's too. We're doing our best around here. We're kind of kind of losers. Kind of. Um,
We're in a very mild
I
loser club.
can't seem to get Dana's stream to appear, but that's okay. Checking on Dana's too. We're
All right. I just heard you.
There you are.
I see you.
Yep, we are broadcasting in all places. I just had
Oh,
something terrible happen.
what happened?
I think I got, yep. I have hardwood floors,
Uh-huh.
and I think I just got a splinter off of the floor.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I sure did.
Oh, that is
Oh,
my biggest fear. I have hardwood floors upstairs, and I am scared to death that I'm going to get a splinter in my foot.
fuck. I don't have clipper or things.
Jesus.
Yeah, I can't find them.
Is it
They're
big?
pink. It's big, yes. Not big enough for me to grab with my fingers, but it is definitely a big splinter.
Oh gosh.
And it's in like the hard part of my foot.
Oh no. Should
Way
we?
to start the stream off of.
I'm like, should we go into a sprint real quick?
I think I got it with my fingers.
All right. Oh, it says warning, the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended by.
Okay.
It says
Basically,
open widget.
okay, you can hit that. My guess is you're probably just broadcasting at a really shitty bit rate. So we probably look a little boxy, but it doesn't look that weird over here.
I'm I don't
Okay,
see it doesn't look weird to me.
me either.
I don't know.
So it might have just been a fluke warning. I'm a little worried.
Yuga, you're gonna drive me crazy. He's like balancing on the back of a chair. Oh, he thinks he's gonna jump onto my bear collection and I will castrate you myself if you break my
I
bears.
I really don't know if there's more in it or not. It's definitely bruised like a quarter of an inch up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
let me look at the
sucks.
floor. I don't even see where it came from.
Oh no.
The only thing it could have been that maybe isn't like actually floor from the or wood from the floor would be it's possible it's catnip because there's catnip kind of everywhere in my house.
Uh-huh.
So oh no, we are starting off hard today, aren't we?
That's not okay.
Oh no, Dana's got a regulate. I do have Epsom salts, so I can soak it later. Did he jump on stuff he weren't supposed to jump on?
Yeah. He got up on there and was like, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. He's a nut. He's like,
Lore's like that. Just like the worst idea, I got it.
oh my gosh. But like I have like this dresser and it's got all of my bears on it and it's
Mhm.
got my weird little mermaid from Ireland on it. And he like jumped up there and I don't know how he did it. I'm so thankful that he did, but he landed perfectly. So he didn't knock anything over. But I cannot have him if, oh, I would be so sad. Like if he broke my my amethyst penis, I wouldn't care. But if he broke my bear, I'd be just devastated. And I got a lot of them. So stay off, freak. Are you
Well,
okay?
yeah, it was like in my heel. So
Oh,
it's like in the meat. And so like even if there isn't anything left in there, it definitely knows there was.
yeah.
Yeah, it's unimpressed. So
Oh,
that's exciting.
that sucks.
Uh but that's okay. That's okay. I can make everything okay. We're doing okay. We're kicking ass and taking names out here. Woo! God damn that foot, man. Holy Moses. Holy mackerel and all those other holies. I don't know what to do with myself.
I'm like, this cat's about to get holy.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to put a hole right in your butt if you don't cut it out. He's like, oh yeah, here, let me show you my balls. Oh, I had such peaceful cats because they're all old and they all have their baggage and they
Yeah.
all have their backstories. And then I got this one.
Yep.
Granted, this one, he likes to get under the covers and snuggle. Like he's a hard snuggler. And
Yeah.
he likes it when I like hold on to him like he's a teddy bear.
Laura and I do that. Like, and it is like our private time thing. Like, he doesn't do it when other people are in the room. He doesn't
Yeah.
do it like when I'm doing stuff. But he climbs up here and we just hug, and he is just so happy.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a turd blossom.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this introduction thing because we
Oh yeah, because we opened with me trying to stab myself in the soul through my foot.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
You want to go first?
Sure, sure. Hello, I'm Dana Gollin. I write spicy stuff under my pen name, Ava Fox. Today I am wrapping up the story that I'm writing for a charity anthology, which you can find the link down in the description. Yeah. Ta-da! And I'm trying not to kill the cat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I am Sarah Steinweber, and I am working on, I don't know, it's a story of something. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know shit.
You
Just
still
doing
don't
what
know,
I'm doing.
you
Just
don't know
writing
where
what
you're
it tells
going?
me to write.
Right.
I don't know.
What was that book that everybody was reading? Something about the cat writes
Oh.
a play, or
Save the Cat?
is that what it was?
It was a writing book?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I have read and tried a lot of different methods in my years writing. You know, I started deciding that I wanted to be a writer when I was like 15. And I started saying it out loud when I was like 20. So I've read a lot of writing books, and no one other person's method has ever worked for me.
Right.
Sometimes.
Bless you.
Thank you. There's another one.
Bless you again.
But sometimes I'll read them and I'll pick a piece out or something and it'll be useful. But
Yeah.
I've never had someone else's actual process work for me.
Yeah.
And I think I don't think that's abnormal. I think it's totally normal to only have you know, have your process be very specific.
Yeah.
So
I think out of all the writing books that I've liked, that I've read, I've liked it's not even like I don't necessarily follow his style of writing, but I do like Stephen King's on writing. I just like to listen to it.
yeah.
And it's his voice. That's what it is, you know, because he's like, I go into my office and I don't leave until I've written X amount of words. And I'm like, that's because you have all the free time in the whole freaking world to do
Right.
that.
Some of us have other jobs.
Some of us don't have people to cook for us and clean for us. And
I do believe he recognizes that is.
yeah.
I mean, he definitely worked a full-time job and wrote after work and had kids and stuff. So like, I think he does understand that now he is in a different place.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I do enjoy, and it seems like every time I listen to it, it gives me that like encouragement to just get it done. Just do it.
Yeah.
Or it helps me, it lulls me to sleep and I have weird dreams about asking people to get me pregnant.
Very weird. You're a weirdo.
Oh man, I am so far beyond that point in life.
You're such an odd duck.
I know. I was like, oh no. No, I'm not even ready. Like so many people are like, "Oh, are you looking forward to being a grandma?" I'm like, "No." Apparently that's going to change when it happens, but I'm like,
Yeah, it's not bad.
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird though.
Yeah, I don't want my kids to rush. Like I am so amazed at how many 20 somethings are like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so old." And I'm like, "You're just a baby." Like, trust me. Trust me.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's probably time to get a sprint going.
Let's
We
do it.
started with a bunch of drums.
Yeah, because I need to listen to what I've already written so I can
Get rolling again.
get rolling again. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do 20 in 3, 2, 1. Do your thing. Am I not? Hello? I don't know what happened, but I was showing that we were putting out sound on my end, and all of a sudden it's showing me that we're not. So I don't know if I've been silent the whole time or if it switched in the middle. Um, so that's fucking great. I love that. Why aren't you? Can you talk, Dana? Can you unmute and talk for a second?
Yeah, I can talk.
Okay, you're good. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. So mute again. Okay.
All right, that is time. That music was called Las Vegas.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
or
like
just Vegas. Oh, so I got some words, and I also remembered that I had Twitch VODs about to expire. So I started downloading those because once they expire, I can't download them anymore. They disappear into the ether and they don't exist anymore. So I can't upload them to VOD them. So
Oh, well, I'm glad that you remembered that.
yeah.
I saved Yuga from himself.
Yeah.
I wrote 115 words. And I realized that I'm thankful that I'm not turning in my first draft to this anthology because like I get into it and all of a sudden the next thing I know I'm like just speed typing, and then when you listen to it back you're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I only got 245 this round.
I got
Um,
115.
Yeah, but I was doing other stuff too, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
Mm-mm.
But I haven't decided. I'm downloading the VODs for the streams, but I haven't decided if I'm putting them on YouTube or not. It's like old writing VODs seems like a strange thing to upload.
Old writing bots?
VODs.
What? I don't even, what is that?
The VOD is the old video of a live stream.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well, if you at least if you do upload it to YouTube, you won't have to worry about it disappearing into the ether.
well, I mean, unless my YouTube channel gets taken. Like I could do a number of things with it. I could put it on my writing YouTube and just make a playlist. I could make a YouTube for writing bots. I could put it in a zip folder on my couple terabyte hard drive and just let it sit there. But I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. So
Okay.
one of the things with VODs though is that because they're 2-3 hours, they frequently take a long time to upload.
Yeah.
So you know
Yeah.
that is a factor too, and a lot of what I do just takes a long time. So
Yeah. So it's time consuming. Is the
yeah.
time, is the investment worth? Because that's going to be quite a big investment of
Yeah,
time.
and now it won't save. Why are you acting weird?
That's insane.
Huh.
So it says that between yesterday it says on Friday it says I only did 2,348 steps, and then between midnight and 9 a.m. it says I only did 4,206 steps. So for the 12 hours that I worked, apparently I only did like eight. Oh, no, wait. It would be 6,500 less than, yeah, I guess that's not, yeah, that's quite a chunk. So yeah, that's good. 6,000 steps in 12 hours. That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. My poor feet are like, I might as well have done like 20 miles on them.
Yeah. Oh, we were gonna talk about recording fiction and making videos on YouTube for it.
Yeah. Like,
I've done it once. And the reason I did it once is because it was actually a lot of work. So the first thing I did was I recorded my audio.
hmm.
And then I just went through stock footage channel pages like Pixabay, I think is the one I used most of.
Okay.
And I found images that reminded me of my story.
Okay.
Then I went in and dropped it was like 25 or 28 minutes of footage. And the final video is 6 minutes. So I went in and dropped all that in. I sliced it up and figured out which readings of which lines I wanted to use, and stuck it all together. And then I had to go over it with the story and make sure that nothing was missing.
Right.
And then I started laying out the imagery and cutting it and tightening it to go with the audio. So it was like a long process.
Right.
But
Did you only upload it to YouTube or did you upload it other places?
I only uploaded it to YouTube.
Okay.
Kind of my thought on it was that I don't really have like my heart set on making money off of my short stories. Like that isn't a thing I necessarily really expect. So I was kind of testing out different things to do with them.
Right.
And while I really love the outcome, the amount of work it was makes it hard to do that for anything else. Like
Right.
that was a fairly short story, and it was 6 minutes, cut down from like 25 or 28. So it probably took me like 7 or 8 hours just for the edit part.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then because you're putting all these clips in and you're doing all this stuff to make it all fit together, you also end up with a long export because you've done a lot to the footage.
Yeah.
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 Because like, you speed some up to make it fit in the space you want, others you cut down, some you'll slow down because you just want this little piece here. Like it, because you're doing all this stuff to alter everything,
Right.
it ends up just being very, very intensive to export. If you're using a program that doesn't use your processor to export, I believe there are some, I don't know what they are, but that might not be an issue. But if you
Yeah.
are using your computer's processor,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and like I normally like when I do videos and stuff, I normally use
Canva?
no, I use I use I
I
don't even
think
know.
Canva has video editing, but I'm not a Canva person.
The Power Director.
Okay.
I do it on my phone and then I throw it into Power Director. Um and I do it all from my phone. Do you think that that would be something I could still do from my phone?
I couldn't even begin to guess because I wouldn't be able to do anything from my phone. I hate my phone. I don't know how to do anything on my phone.
Don't you and I have the same phone?
Probably, but
We-
I wouldn't edit a video on my phone. I don't like to text message.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I don't like touch screens. They don't recognize
oh,
me.
yeah.
I have a hard time with them. I don't mess with touchscreen stuff.
Is
So I have a phone, but I try not. The only thing I use it for is playing Star Trek's Lower Decks.
yeah. Did yours come with the stylist?
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
Okay.
no.
Oh
But also,
no.
I like
We
I fine
did.
edit, so like I wouldn't be able to do that on my phone.
Right,
Like I
right.
edit like frames,
Yeah.
you know.
We did have the same phone and then I had when I went in to get um some stuff taken care of and they were like, "Oh, unfortunately, you're going to have to get your own." And I was like, "Oh." So then I ended up getting a different phone.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was really frustrated with the old phone too. Just because
It
it was a pain in the ass.
it's not this phone. It's every touchscreen phone I've ever had.
Mm.
And I actually started having trouble with phones because I started getting smartphones with the what was that called? the Sidekick from T-Mobile. And I had the first Sidekick. They had to give me 7 new ones. 7.
What the heck's a sidekick?
So it was like this, and then there was like a screen part that flipped up and a keyboard underneath. It was like the first smartphone.
I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I had to have 7 of them because like
Jeez,
my
man.
screen would invert. Or like I put off some sort of electrical, like my electrical shit is weird.
Right.
And my mom told me at one point that her mom could only wear a watch for a couple weeks before it would die.
Oh wow.
So I think it might be a genetic thing.
Yeah.
But like obviously we all have electrical currents or whatever, but mine just apparently are fucking treacherous.
Crazy. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, and that was one of the things that I was thinking about as far as like um doing audio of my short stories. Um but I couldn't post those on YouTube because of the content.
You could just mark them 18 plus.
Well,
When you make a YouTube video, you can mark it as, remember we watched those videos of Travis's that
yeah,
are very adult?
yeah,
That video gets shit tons of views. That's probably one of my highest viewed videos,
yeah. Well,
even
I'll
though it's
try
under
it.
a gate,
Yeah,
because you just have to be logged in to a confirmed account that confirms that it's over 18. But I think if you 18 plus gate it, it should be fine. You can watch like movies with nudity in them on YouTube.
yeah,
They're
that's
just behind an age gate.
and they have like
Like you can rent a normal ass movie with a sex scene in it.
right. And they do have videos like people who do reviews for adult products.
Right. So like you just have to put it under the 18 plus age gate.
I
And
will
so you mark it's not made for children, and then you mark underneath that there's another one that says, is it for like 18 plus?
and
And
then
then
I
you
just
mark that one.
okay. And then
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean, you don't want to put nudity in it because that's going to be an issue, I think.
well
I think
yeah.
you're going to have to argue about the creative whatever, but like if it's just words, I think that'll be fine.
Yeah, it is just words. Like
Yeah.
I could put the cover of my I could put like the cover on it because I don't put nudity in my covers because
Right. Right. And like if you wanted to do visuals with it, you could do bed sheets rustling instead of actual nude parts.
right.
You know what I mean? Like you can do things that give the effect that tell people this is sexy
Yeah,
without having, nipples.
right. Exactly.
like we can walk a casual walk here.
Absolutely.
And I can show you where that setting is if you have trouble with it.
Okay.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. That way I can start because I've been waiting to put my bedroom voice on. And as long as I'm not looking at the camera, I can just
Well,
once upon a time.
you know this, but everybody else who watches my streams probably doesn't know this. But when we do the Twin Freaks podcast, when I do the intro, I turn my camera off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I can't do the intro voice in front of you guys, so I have to turn my camera off
Yeah.
while I'm doing that because it's just like it's weird. I can't fake that in front of you guys. Like it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. See, this is my total. He's like just snuggle me and love on me and you'll be my best friend. And I'm like, that's fantastic, but you're gonna break my stuff. Oh, that was
Right.
cool. His fur turned red, like, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, can't tell what it's supposed to take out because we don't have real green screens.
You silly boy. Oh, now you're gonna go to sleep? I think not. He's like, you are not the boss of me. I'm not.
Lore does this thing where when you scratch his head, if you
Mm.
stop, he goes like this. It's like, where'd the hand go? Where is
Right.
it? Where is it? And I always have to go back to pet him because I feel bad that his head's looking for me.
No. Are you looking for like that? Let's see if he'll do it again.
He wants to. He wants to do it as dramatic as Laura does. Because
He's
Laura
trying.
just like, yeah, yeah. See, like where is it? Where give it back? Where'd it go?
Oh, you are so silly.
He is a cutie pie.
He really is. He really is. Like there are times where he is a little bit frustrating and I'm like, why did I ever say yes? And then he ends up crawling into bed with me and snuggling up close to me and I'm like, "Oh, okay. This is why I said yes." Cuz you're Prince Charming. Yeah. All right. You got to go. I got to write another wish. This one's going to be kind of weird.
So yeah, I broke 15,000 words on the last sprint too.
Oh, very
That was
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm hoping that this is going to be probably close to like the 7,000 word mark cuz
Yeah.
yeah. Cuz the minimum is supposed to be 5, the maximum is like 1,200 or something like that. Um so by the time I'm done with these last two scenes, I think that it's going to be right about 7. It's not going to be more than 8 though.
Yeah.
And that's a nice little.
Yeah.
But there's 10 of us. And I
Right.
know one of us has written like 12,000 words.
Did they didn't give you guys a limit?
Yeah, like I think it's like 12 or 15.
Oh man, that's huge.
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, holy smokes, maybe it was 12. No, not 1,200. That would be tiny.
Yeah.
Not past the 1,200. Yeah, I think she's at the 12,000 or they, I don't know. But yeah, that is pretty huge.
Yeah. That like when you consider how many that's gonna be like a full ass novel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and a lot like I the what, like, are you seriously biting me right now? You can't bite me and then lick me. That's not nice. That's not how friends work. He's like beating me up. Do you see that?
He's probably you're probably stimulating him because remember he's not fixed and you're rubbing
Oh,
his belly.
oh, okay. All right. Well, you go stimulate yourself somewhere else, okay? Like,
It's it it probably isn't necessarily pervy, but they do start biting when they start getting freaky.
and he's kicking me, and ugh, put your lipstick away.
He having a moment. Good Lord.
Um,
Good Lord.
oh, so the name is Cupid After Dark, and some people have Cupid as like the main character, and others wrote like just a little bit of Cupid influence in it.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see how the other authors wrote theirs. And they are going to have a paperback, so I'll be able to
Right.
put it into my collection of anthologies because this is my second one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm also hoping, so along with recording these stories, I'm also, one of my goals for this year is to enter one of my stories or maybe a couple of my stories. I don't really know how it works into this competition.
Mm.
And the award is the Golden Pigtails. And it's like this statue and she's just like, and I'm like, I want one. Like, I do. I just want to be able to say, yeah, I'm the recipient of the Golden Pigtails.
You're a silly goose.
I really am. I really am.
All right. Should we do another sprinteroo?
Yeah, let's do it. I gotta write this next craziness. It's gonna be wild.
All right. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go. time.
I got so like that I didn't even realize we were almost at the end of 20.
I was trying to figure out where to go from here, so I got 251.
I got what am I doing? 5, 6, 7, 1 minus 6, 0, 5, 2. I got 381.
Woohoo!
I know. Well,
During that sprint, also Verilog came into my chat. He is dissecting his computer to put it in a new case today. So he has a whole project he is on as well. I shut my computer down and getting out tools.
very cool.
Yeah. He's been talking about this case for months, so
I saw it in the Discord. It did look
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
yeah. Yeah, and he started telling me about how cool this was like long before he had the money for it. He was just like, man, if I could get this, it would be really cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Like, so this has been a long time coming.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff and things.
I
My nose is itchy as hell.
what's itchy?
My
your
nose.
Yeah. One of my coworkers had a cough this morning. And so I gave her my fisherman's friends. And I was like, now listen, these are gross, but they work. They're the best ones. I've never I've always used Halls and
Mhm.
all the other throat lozenges. And I've never had anything that's worked as good as Fisherman's Friends. This is not a paid promotion. This is me telling you they are the best. And when I was in
Not sponsored.
Ireland, when I was in Ireland last year, I was
Mhm.
so excited because that's like all they have there.
Oh,
Yeah, like it's hard to find halls there.
yeah.
Yeah. And when I was talking to this old woman, she was like, we're an island. You know, everybody's
Mhm.
everybody's always sick and whatnot. And I was like, wow. So yeah, these are awesome.
Well then.
You can get them at CVS. Not a paid promotion, but
Right.
you can get them on Amazon as well.
Yeah. I mean, most things you can get on Amazon one way or another.
Oh, I know. But that's good. Actually, let me see. Hugo, can you just stop?
No, he can't. He is who he is. Stop judging him.
I know, but he's gonna like knock over my light, knock over. Oh, yes.
Huh.
And they're not expensive. 38. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Each pack has 38, and this is a 6-pack. So 38, 228 throat lozenges for $22. Not bad at all. Not paid.
Especially not if they work.
Uh-huh. Well, not paid promotion. But just because I've put all this great stuff in, I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put a link. Oh my gosh. I'm ridiculous.
Ugh. I drank coffee and everything, and I'm still a yawning bitch. I don't understand. I'm just made of yawns.
That's okay.
I'm
It's
like
all
50% yawn.
yeah. I'm surprised I'm not yawning yet, but
Oh yeah, I just got a can of air. I need to pull my bitch apart today and Give her the blowjob she deserves. Because okay, so here's what happened: is there's a grate on top, right?
Yeah.
My cat spilled catnip into it,
Oh.
so there's catnip in my computer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder it's doing weird shit. It's high.
Well, and when it starts doing stuff, it's like, and I'm like, oh, you're just having a moment.
Oh yeah. Like, I don't know about you, but
Right, but I need to do that when I can not worry about it working in
okay.
the moment.
So this is going to be terrible, but since you brought it up, I want to
Fairy law,
know.
Dana writes erotica, nothing's off limits here. He
He
said things might, never mind.
I'm like, I
Nothing's off
want to
limits.
know
We're grown.
why they call it a blowjob.
I think it comes from below.
Okay.
Yes, I think it started as a below job. Like it's down below. Go down below.
Okay.
And then as you speed it up, and you're also trying to like, get your mom to not know what you're talking about.
A below job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
That's what I've come up with in my 43 years on this planet, being
Yeah.
very concerned about it.
because never once have I ever seen anyone go.
No, and they probably shouldn't be. That's
Yeah.
I've never heard someone with a penis say, "Man, I can't wait to get some wind on my dong." I've never heard that. So I don't think that's a thing. Hey Haley, how you doing?
Good morning,
I
Haley.
hope you didn't just walk into the wind on your dong, but I think you did.
I can't wait to feel this nice cool breeze right on the tip of my dong.
Yeah, like I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, especially because if you blow, it's cool.
Yeah.
Unless you're like,
Although there was that old she said I absolutely did. There was that old thing in the 90s about putting Altoids in your mouth when you're given a blowy. And that always just sounded uncomfortable to me.
yeah, yeah, because that's a lot.
Fairy
in
Law
your
said
mouth
air
all
isn't
at
supposed to go in.
once.
Haley said, and I have heard people with peni say something about liking the wind on their dog.
Well, I can
Oh,
imagine
Lord.
all those people at the nudist colonies, they probably like a good breeze every now and again.
Yeah,
can
and there
imagine
are
them-
those manosphere guys who talk about getting the sun on their taint. So I
Right?
mean, like, more power to them. But
They're like standing there. Come on, breeze. I need a good
Yeah.
breeze.
I don't think the wind was ever involved in the blowjob, though.
No.
I do think it came from below.
All right.
That's my suggestion.
I'm gonna have
Anyway.
to like.
You can look it up. I bet there's an etymology on it somewhere on the internet. I mean,
Oh,
it's the internet,
absolutely.
and it's a sex thing.
Yeah. I just am like,
Fairy
what?
lesson, you got to air out the bits.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they need a nice breeze.
We have like a.
But I don't think that is the you're not asking someone to generate it for you from their lungs usually.
No, no. In fact, everything I've read about a proper BJ, you really don't want to use your cheek muscles either. You want your lips to do all the work.
You're ridiculous.
I know. I'm like, listen, I have done thorough research
Listen,
on
Linda.
this, okay?
Listen, Linda.
That's right.
I just realized I had Steam on, which is not that heavy on my computer, but it's like an extra thing my computer doesn't need.
Oh my goodness.
That cough is there's like a dry spot somewhere in here.
You need a fisherman's friend.
Right? See, Haley said, Linda, listen.
That's
Listen,
right.
Linda. That kid is my idol.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to be a kid who looked like a grown up in the face so bad, but he had that look on his face like he had seen a grown up say this.
There
Like
you go.
it was so cute.
I put the Amazon link to you, the Fisherman Friends in the group chat.
Thanks. I don't think I'll be eating those though, because if you said they're gross, I will not be.
They're not the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. They're just very like menthol, like you definitely, yeah. It's like menthol on steroids. Nothing like an Altoid on a wiener.
Right.
though.
Oh my god. I just like to point out that we don't get many viewers, and it might be because we talk about blowies and mentholated wieners.
Oh
man.
man.
We get what we get and we don't throw a fit, I guess.
That's right. But we're laughing and having a great time. So
Somebody's enjoying it. What do I know?
oh my goodness.
Good Lord. Oh man. My foot finally doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh good.
I think I may have gotten the whole thing out. I think it was just kind of bruised.
Mm.
When you guys missed it, but when I started the stream, I moved my foot back on my hardwood floor and got a splinter in like the ball of or in like the heel of my foot. So it like bruised and I wasn't sure if I got it all out, but it's better now. Uh-oh. As soon as I talk about my foot, the cat goes crazy and gets involved in antics. And then Dana has to go and remove him from his nonsense.
He's a fucker.
See, he's a fucker.
Well, he's trying to get to the Play-Doh fish bear thing. It's like he's trying to eat all the salt or something. I don't know what his problem is.
Be careful because cats do get salt intoxicated. Like a little bit of salt is okay because they'll drink extra water, but
Yeah.
you don't want to. Like if you have a salt lamp or whatever, you have to keep an eye on your cats around it.
He's about to get himself locked into his little carrying case.
Sometimes they got to go to jail.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to spend a brief moment incarcerated to understand that their behavior is unacceptable.
I'm gonna end up like shooting him with a spray bottle and throwing him in the bathroom, except you'd love that because then he gets access to the toilet. He likes to drink out of the toilet, and I think
Just close the toilet.
Huh?
Close the toilet.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't let my cats drink out of the toilet because some toilet bowl cleaners leave residue behind that kills cats.
Yeah.
So mine's just always closed. But
I've just never seen a cat that like.
oh
yeah.
It's pretty common.
But I've got 2 water fountains.
Yeah, it's pretty common still.
Yeah, I'm like
They're weird. They're just weird. I don't know if you've noticed. They are odd creatures.
Yeah. Well, this is like my first real experience with a cat. So
my favorite, one of my
them.
favorite YouTubers is Peter Mon. He does, he has 7 channels, including like a booktube channel and a drama channel, and I watch his drama channel mostly. But he said one time that cats are aliens, and people got offended, and I was just like, no, that actually makes way more sense than any other theory I've ever heard. Like, I don't know why people are mad. Cats feel like aliens.
Yeah.
You know that they are the only animal that has no receptors for sugar?
Really?
They're obligate carnivores. Their body has no reason to be able to taste sugar, so they can't.
Oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They can get like a taste for it. Like if you get them to eat it, chocolate's the same too. But like they don't taste it. But they can still get like a desire for it.
Yeah.
But they have no receptors for it.
Well, Max, he likes to eat I like to eat these they're called dark russet potato chips. They're kettle chips, but they're dark russets. They're like almost burnt.
Mm-hmm.
He loves eating those with me.
Oh, that should be fine as long as his kidneys aren't a problem.
Well, yeah, and
potatoes are hard on your kidneys, but like otherwise he should be fine to eat that.
I only let him have like one.
Right. And then the salt on them will make him drink more. So
right.
It's pretty.
And he was like, I've never seen a cat eat a potato chip. And here he is, like he hears me open the bag, and the next thing I know, he's like I'm right here. Here I am.
Fairy Law, I just want you to know that I'm going to put a picture in the chat of the inside of my computer before I blow it out because I feel like I need to share my shame with everyone in the Discord. So just so you know, I will get there eventually and you'll get to see how like yours is a little dirty or whatever, you know, like I can tell that like it's a used computer. But mine is shameful. Like if it was sentient, it would be pressing charges. It's not right what I've done. Not at all.
But you're gonna rectify it. You got a can of air.
I do.
You're
Although
gonna
Travis
blow
keeps
it.
buying these cans of air from Amazon and they're wee.
Oh, they are
He's a
little
little
bitty.
guy. He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
But it'll do my whole computer, but they are wee.
Yeah. Is it one of those? Is it one of
Haley's
those?
is due for a blowy too.
What?
Haley's computer is due for a blowy too.
Oh. I thought you said Haley is due for a blowy. And
I
I
said
was like,
Haley's is due for a
oh,
blowy.
I was like, well, we can write, they can blow.
See, and Fairy Law blows his out like every 3 months, and he doesn't have cats or have catnip in his actual computer. Dana's not gonna not be pervy, so we can have our conversation, and Dana will just enjoy what she wants to enjoy. Fairy Law said, I mean, that's all. Just I mean.
I mean, when you got little crotch goblins running around once every 3 months, that's
Probably more than some other folks are doing it. They have twin toddlers. They're busy over there.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Sometimes you get busy and you got stuff to do. I can't believe they let us do this legally.
Oh man.
Nobody stopped us. We haven't had anyone like storm our house. They stormed my house for weed I didn't have, but they don't storm my house for this. She said they're very dramatic toddlers as well.
Oh my goodness. I can imagine. Oh my
I would
goodness.
think that the more toddlers you put together, the more dramatic they get. Like I would think it would be an exponential equation. That
yeah,
like they just dramatize exponentially
like
as you add
well,
toddlers.
I don't know. Like one of my friends' daughter had twins, and she had one twin that was like excessively dramatic, and then the other one was just like so chill that like occasionally you wanted to poke her to make sure she was still among
But the
us.
excessively dramatic one was probably more than 2 kids dramatic.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
on an ad
Oh
break
yeah.
now. Sorry guys. You don't know I'm sorry, but I am. Sorry about the ad. Yeah, so since we're on an ad break already, I guess maybe we should go ahead and do a sprint.
Okay.
You see how this side of my face is like not flat?
Yeah.
That is where my mushroom allergy comes out usually.
Uh-huh. Were you eating mushrooms?
I was not. I ate something though that set it off the other day, so it's really dark today.
Oh wow,
Because
yeah.
I've gotten it to go down, but it's
Yeah.
still dark. So if you ever wonder the fuck is up with that side of my face,
I just thought it was
That
like a
is-
shadow.
it's long-term nettles rash. And then I also have like a beauty mark slash like it's like a birthmark, but it wasn't there from birth.
Right.
But it's right here. And
Yeah.
that's just probably from being very, very pale and getting several sunburns in my childhood.
I was gonna say
Realistically.
we're not gonna talk about skin issues because I'm like I am at that age where I have to go in and get my skin. I can't even remember what they called it, but basically I'm going to take my clothes off, and a dermatologist is going to tell me, well, you got a whole lot of freckles on your back. And I'm going to be like, that's because I protected my face from the Arizona sun, but the rest of me, I was like, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a whole thing.
That is a whole thing. That is one of my very good friends just recently. So his first skin cancer that he had removed was on his inner thigh. And I was like, how the heck did you get skin cancer on
Sun
your
in his
inner
taint.
thigh? Huh?
Sun in his taint.
That's what he said. He was like, oh, it was all that nude sunbathing. Oh my God. And I was like, I don't remember that.
In my early 20s, we went to Turks and Caicos. My grandma took like my whole extended family. And I ended up spending most of the trip inside my hotel room because I was so sunburned I turned purple.
Oh, that's bad.
I was
Yeah.
very sick.
Oh, that I've
Very,
never,
very sick.
yeah.
I've never been cold and hot at the same moment before,
Yeah.
and I was at all times because I was so
Oh,
sunburnt that
did
I
you,
needed the AC on in the room, but the
yeah.
AC was freezing.
Did you get blisters?
Yeah, but I didn't get the blisters till I got home.
Oh, yeah. That's bad. That's real bad.
Then the second trip we went on, because we had there was a an agent with us who took
Okay.
us and made sure everything worked out so we didn't have to deal with anything. But the second trip they took us on, she was there and she left me a note that said it was nice to be able to see you this trip. Because the previous one I had to stay in my room.
Yeah. Oh no.
But the second trip was the trip where I laid on the beach and found out that the waves coming and going gave my motion sickness a ride as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I went snorkeling too. That also makes me very ill. I don't know if you're aware, but you should not be on a boat in the ocean if you have motion sickness problems.
Right? You're like, I'm just gonna stay on the land.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the land with my back to the ocean. How about them apples? You guys tell me if there's, something tall coming at me.
Yeah. Well,
There is a squishy beach. I am a squishy beach.
yeah. No, no. I always would always like pull my bathing suit away to see like the contrast between the skin under the bathing suit.
I don't change for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. See,
I have to get out of the sun before I change.
no, the sun kisses me, and immediately I'm like brown, brown.
Yeah. No, and here's the funny thing is that, normal people they sunburn and then it turns brown and they get lighter.
Yeah,
No, I sunburn, I turn red, and then I go back to white.
that's how.
There's no in between.
Yeah, that's how Mini Monster is. And she's like, she was asking me last summer because she went on a cruise last summer and got like fried.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's like, I just want to get dark like you and just be all over dark. And I'm like, you will be dark like me when all of your freckles mesh together.
Yep.
I'm like, stay out of the sun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I am of the freckle people. I just don't get enough sun that you can see my freckles anymore. But like I am a freckly bitch. Yeah. Yeah, like my shoulders and stuff still have them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but because like the way cameras do, they lighten them a lot.
Really
And then so you can't
well.
really see them on my cheeks either, but I definitely
Yeah.
have like freckles here.
Yeah.
I just don't get enough sun to do anything.
Yeah, no, she gets so upset. She gets so upset because her brother is just like me. Little sun kiss, and he's like,
Yep. My Bob is her baseline is like 8 shades closer to tan than mine.
yeah.
So next to her, I look like I'm dead. So it's weird because like
Yeah.
I look like her, but if she was younger and dead.
Yeah.
So that's great. Haley said she's gotten sunburns at night. I feel that. I used to go to a tanning bed, and that did not ever burn me. But I went to it for my depression because I couldn't be out in the sun. So I tried that for a while and I never burnt in it, but I never did anything.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same effect on like the sun does.
Yeah,
like-
but most people, it seems like, can build up. Like if you go 12 times,
Right.
you will eventually build up some sort of a base.
No, I mean like
This
I
bitch is
meant
busted.
yeah, I meant more like for the whole depression thing. Like I've I've thought the same thing, and the going to the tanning bed never did anything. Like when I sit in the sun, I get like, I don't know, there's this warm hug that the sun gives you, and it kind of makes your depression a little
Yeah, see,
less.
that doesn't work on me.
Right. And like the tanning bed, it was like you lay there, you hum, you burn. Wow.
Well,
God.
I think what they thought was that it might absorb different
Yeah.
because I seem to not absorb vitamin D correctly. They had to put me on the, when they do the international units,
Uh-huh.
they had to put me on that 4 times
Yeah.
in a row. I never got my vitamin D up. They now have me taking it every single day
Yeah.
because they can't get my vitamin D up.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So no idea.
Yeah. No, I
It's
went into a
busted.
tanning bed once and they were like, they you have to fill out this paperwork and
Well,
it was like,
I don't do laid out beds either. I always did stand up beds,
oh, I do
which
stand
is
up. Yeah.
yeah.
Like if
The laid out beds. I watched that um Final Destination movie, and I will not be laying down in a tanning bed. Thank you very much.
well, I did lay down beds until I realized that there was like a white racing stripe that went down both sides of me. And then they were like, oh, do the stand up bed. So I did the stand up bed. And then my armpits got burned. I've never had burned armpits, but I do prefer the stand up bed over the lay down bed just because I don't have to touch the walls.
If you get a good tune in your head, the stand up bed is a boss ass place to bust a move to.
Yeah, it's like, dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
like you can live out all your dancing dreams inside the stand
absolutely.
up tanning
And
bed.
like, um, okay, so I went in, I was filling out the paperwork. On the paperwork, it specifically asks you, are you on any medications that like make you more sensitive to sunlight? So
Mhm.
I asked the girl at the counter, I was like, do you have a list of medications that might make you more sensitive to sunlight? And she was like, no. And I was like, then how the hell am I supposed to know if the
Because it
medication?
says it on your medication.
Well, I know, but if I mean it does, but I don't read through the pamphlet every single time. And I've been on the same medication for so long that now I'm just like, whatever, rip open the bag, set it on the dresser, we're good to go. Um, so and at the time, I didn't know that the medication I was on was going to make me as sensitive to the fake lights. So she's like, well, you're darker skinned. I think you could handle like 15 minutes. And I was like, okay, let's do 15 minutes. She put me in a bed with brand new bulbs with for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was so burned. This was the worst sunburn. I could feel it down to my butt bones.
I
Like,
think the highest they ever let me get to was 10
yeah,
because I never got dark.
yeah,
And they kept being like, you'll get darker, it'll work. And I'm like,
yeah.
it's not changing.
No matter how much, if it's a 16-year-old girl running, pushing buttons on the tanning bed and she says 15 minutes, tell her, hell no.
Well,
Anyway,
that's the thing is I probably would burn eventually, and then I would just turn red and then turn white again, like I do with the sun.
yeah,
I'm sure. We should do a sprint. We've been talking for like 47 years.
I know. I know. Let's do
All
it.
right. 20 minutes sprint. 3, 2, 1. Write some words or don't or whatever. I'm not the boss of you. That's time. How'd everybody do? I had a bit of a issue, but I'm okay. Got 358 that round.
You had an oh, don't go to sleep, phone. Silly phone. Yeah, I don't need the alarm on. I am my since I sleep during the day and most people want to interact with you during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the do not disturb set onto it. Oh, this is a little bit disappointing. All right, let's see. 6052.
If I didn't say it, I don't know what I got that sprint, but I got 854 for the whole day. So I'm not mad at that either.
I got 218 for the last sprint.
Yeah, mine was 3 something, but I don't know. But it's 854 for the day, which is good. I'll take it. Not mad at it. Hi, Bug.
I got 714.
Uh-oh. Fairy Law said, holy shit, this was not as simple as I was led to believe.
Yeah.
I kind of wondered about that, but I wasn't sure. Like, I don't know your knowledge level because I think I could do it in the old days, but I don't know if I could do it with new tech. It's all a little different than it used to be. I used to take computers apart all the time, but that was, 2003 computers, not 2025 computers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Mini Monsters calling me. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to tell her I'll call her right back.
Right. Yeah, we're about to wrap, so it won't be long. Yeah, I know. It's just frustrating when you're like, it'll be easy. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, easy wasn't the word for it. Like, it's frustrating.
She put me on hold. She's like,
She called you and put you on hold.
yeah. But she's obviously among like other people.
Yeah, but just why didn't you walk off and then call me?
I know, right?
I might have been done with my stream by then.
All right. Let's wrap it up. She can hear
Okay.
me. She'll figure
Okay.
it out.
Right. Okay,
Okay.
so why don't you do your outro and we'll do mine and we'll get out of here.
Okay. All right. My name is Dana Golland. I write erotica under my pen name Ava Fox. You can find me at the link below. That's our charity anthology for 2025. It's going to be fabulous. Go to it, get a pre-order, read what I've been working on during these wild woolly streams.
Right. And I am Sarah Sharnover, and I write mostly like speculative stuff. I think that's the best way to pigeonhole myself because every time I say something, I'm wrong. So yeah, I do a lot of speculative stuff, mostly horror and dark stuff, but
We're wrapping up
whatever.
our live stream and then
So yeah, thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
We will see you all guys all next week at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern for another writing sprints on both my Twitch and Dana's YouTube. So we'll see you guys all next week.
Oh, you know what?
You
I
have to
gotta
end your
disconnect.
Yep. You silly. You a silly goose.
Oh, I know. I can't believe she did that to me. She was like,